It starts like any other day, until it doesn't. A black woman walks into a federal courthouse, calm, composed, invisible to most. She's not in a robe, not in a spotlight. Just another citizen. That's what they thought. Her name is Celeste Monroe. She's not late, not early, just precise. That's how she operates. That's how she's survived. What no one knew that morning. Not the guards, not the clerks, not even the man who would put his hands on her, was that she wasn't here to sit quietly in the gallery. She wasn't here to watch. She was here to preside. She adjusts the collar of her navy blue blazer, squares her shoulders, and steps forward. One click of her heels at a time. Calm, grounded, intentional. As she nears the metal detector, Deputy Hank Riker narrows his eyes. Thick arms crossed. He doesn't recognize her. And more importantly, he doesn't care to. "Ma'am," he barks. "Step out of line." Celeste pauses. Not out of fear. Calculation. "Is there a problem, officer?" He doesn't answer right away. His eyes scan her. Silver twisted hair, pressed slacks, leather portfolio tucked tight in her hand. She looks like she belongs. And that bothers him. "No ID displayed," he mutters. "You can't just waltz into a federal building looking like that." She calmly reaches into her blazer. Produces a federal badge. The seal gleams. "I believe this will do." He snatches it. Barely looks. Slides it into his pocket. "I'd like that returned," she says firmly. He leans in. Closer than necessary. "You in a rush to get somewhere, sweetheart?" The word hits like a slap. A younger female guard nearby stiffens. Says nothing. "I need to get to a courtroom." "Then you follow my procedure," Riker snaps. Random check. "Let's go." He grabs her upper arm, firm, intentional. She resists only with her eyes. He steers her away from the others. Into a hallway. Cold. Quiet. No witnesses. They enter a small, windowless screening room. One steel chair. A table. A portable scanner. And clippers? Her eyes find them instantly. "I don't consent to this. You have no cause to detain me." "You're acting suspicious," he replies. "That's cause enough. I'm a federal judge." He doesn't blink. "Not here, you're not." Two more officers enter. One grabs her wrist. Another stands behind her. "This is a violation," she says louder now. "I want your names." No one answers. Riker powers on the clippers. The buzz fills the room. "What are you doing?" she demands. "Standard protocol." "You could be hiding something in that mop," he sneers, pointing to her hair. She tries to rise. A hand forces her down. The clippers touch her scalp. A silver coil falls to the floor. Then another. And another. She doesn't scream. Doesn't flinch. Doesn't cry. She sits still. Watches her hair hit the tile like history being erased. She looks better already. One of them mutters. "Should have come in here with some respect," Riker says, brushing hair from his sleeve. "Now you look more presentable." Her fists clench in her lap. Her voice returns, sharp and steady. "You'll regret this." Riker smirks. "People like you always say that." He opens the door casually. "You're free to go. Courtroom's that way." She rises. Slowly. Takes her badge back without asking. Her steps are silent. Her expression unreadable. But something burns inside her now. Deeper than rage. Sharper than shame. What Riker didn't know was that he hadn't just laid hands on a woman walking into court. He laid hands on the woman who would judge him for it. The hallway feels colder now. Celeste walks slowly, each step measured, each breath a battle against the fire simmering beneath her ribs. Her scalp tingles where her silver coils used to rest, years of growth, memory, history now scattered across a tile floor. Two clerks pass her in the hall. They glance, then quickly look away. They saw. They said nothing. She doesn't stop. Won't give them the satisfaction. Her silence is louder than anything they could say. At the end of the corridor, the double doors of the courtroom wait. Behind them, press, attorneys, plaintiffs, and the same man who still thinks he owns the room. Today was supposed to be ceremonial. She was scheduled to enter through chambers. Her robe was waiting. Her seat prepared. Decorum preserved. That plan no longer matters. She places a hand on the handle, takes one deep breath, and then pushes both doors wide. The courtroom stills instantly. Conversations slice off mid-sentence. Heads turn. And then, the ripple begins. Her shoes echo across the marble floor. Click, click, click. She walks past rows of stunned faces. Lawyers, defendants, journalists. Some stare in confusion, others in disbelief. At the front, her chair behind the bench sits empty. And then, realization hits. The woman they watched being escorted through the hallway like a suspect. The woman whose uneven scalp now speaks louder than any testimony. She's not a victim of circumstance. She's the judge. Celeste steps behind the bench, turns slowly to face the room. Her face is calm, cold, even. The kind of calm that doesn't come from peace, but from precision. A pen drops somewhere near the defense table. Riker, still posted by the side door, locks eyes with her. He freezes. His lips part. No words come out. The blood drains from his face. She doesn't flinch. She doesn't look away. She reaches for the robe folded neatly over her chair. No one moves to help her. She doesn't need them to. She slips it on herself, one slow motion at a time. It rests on her shoulders like armor. She turns to the court clerk. Is the docket ready? The clerk stammers. Yes, Your Honor. Celeste nods, then lowers herself into the chair. The leather groans beneath her, the only sound in the room. She stares straight ahead, not at Riker. Not yet. Her voice cuts through the stillness. We will begin today with preliminary testimony on Case 2371F. United States vs. Charleston Police Department. Charges of abuse of power, excessive force, and civil rights violations. All parties present. A quiet chorus responds. Yes, Your Honor. The attorneys shift in their seats. Some are wide-eyed. Some look ashamed. And some, angry. Angry that a black woman dared sit behind that bench after what they just witnessed. She ignores them all. We will proceed. And just like that, court is in session. The first witness is called. An officer. White. Late 30s. He was on duty during a protest the previous year. The kind that made national headlines. Then quickly disappeared from them. He's sworn in, takes the stand, and keeps his eyes low. The prosecutor begins. State your name and rank. Officer Jacob Bell. Charleston PD. Patrol. You were present during the demonstration on August 12th of last year? Yes, ma'am. And can you describe what happened? He shifts in his seat. There was a large crowd. Peaceful at first. Then it got tense. Some pushing. Some yelling. Did you witness use of force? He hesitates. Yes. By whom? Officer Valdez. Officer Kent. Myself. And was that force necessary? Another pause. I believed it was at the time. Celeste watches, unmoved. She writes something on her notepad but says nothing. The prosecutor steps aside. No questions from the defense. Celeste speaks. Officer Bell. He turns to her. Yes, Your Honor. In your report, you stated that a protester, 17-year-old Marcus Briggs, was resisting arrest. Yes, ma'am. Was he armed? No. Did he strike you? No. Did he speak? Bell swallows hard. He was yelling, chanting. Not unlawful. Did he threaten anyone? No, Your Honor. Then what justified Officer Valdez putting his knee on the boy's neck? Belle stammers. I can't answer that. Celeste leans forward. Try. Belle looks at his hands. There was panic, noise, confusion. I didn't think. That much is clear. She says nothing more. Next witness, she commands. The courtroom exhales like it forgot it was breathing. The second witness is Howard Briggs, Marcus's father. He's mid-40s. A warehouse foreman. Hands closed. Eyes exhausted. He takes the stand. Mr. Briggs, can you tell the court what happened that day? His voice is steady, but low. My son was protesting. Peacefully. He'd made a sign. I am worth protecting. I still have it. What happened to him? They tackled him. Slammed him down. He couldn't breathe. We asked for paramedics. They said he was faking. Did anyone help? No one. We watched his lips turn blue. And afterward, they let him go. No charges. Just bruises. And a crushed windpipe. Celeste listens in stillness. Not just as a judge, but as a black parent. When he finishes, the prosecutor thanks him. Celeste speaks. Mr. Briggs. He looks up. Yes, Your Honor. You've been heard. He nods, eyes welling. I just want to know it meant something. It does. The courtroom holds its breath again. Celeste calls a short recess. People file out slowly. Murmurs, tension, unspoken shock. She stays seated. Only the clerk and a couple of officers remain. Then she speaks. Deputy Riker. He freezes mid-step. Step forward. He does, slowly, like a man approaching the edge of a cliff. State your name for the record. Hank. Hank Riker. How long have you served in this courthouse? 14 years. Celeste taps her pen once. Then twice. In those 14 years, how many women have you assaulted in that screening room? He blinks. Your Honor, I didn't. That's not what I asked. He looks around. No one helps.